Thank
a
you.
good week?
I feel great. I feel calm. I feel confident. I feel ready to put on a show.
So how did this opportunity come about? Can you talk to me a little bit about that phone call?
Well, I've been a free agent for about a year now. I used to be in the UFC and leaving the UFC, looking for opportunities. I fought for Eagle FC. That was the last fight, and then it was kind of hard to find an opportunity. And I was considering retiring, getting a job, being a trash man. Starting a family, all these things, and I just decided to dump all my savings into myself and my career and my success and go for it because it's been like a lifelong dream of mine. I feel like I haven't accomplished the things that need to happen. So I waited. It was a waiting game, and it took about a year and nothing. And finally, the PFL call came that we've been waiting for, and it feels like the big opportunity that that God gifted me. So super happy.
You mentioned that it was difficult to find fights in that year. Was it because of your experience and you've been around and fought in a lot of organizations? Was it
Yeah.
hard to find people that wanted to fight you?
Yeah, I think a little bit of both. There was a lot of opportunities in like Europe, and I almost went and fought in Russia for ACA. But that's kind of crazy. Like the war, it's a little iffy. So, I've been around the block, man. It's a tough fight for anybody. So a lot of guys wouldn't accept the fight, and I knew I had to get into one of the big ones. Like a PFL or a Bellator kind of thing. And I'm much happier with PFL, to be honest, because this is the new, this is the new big show, $1 million tournament. So.
Is there any, or was there any hesitation when the opportunity came that you?
No hesitation. No, I knew, like some shows, I'm okay. I need a little bit of notice. Get in shape, make sure I'm good. But if PFL calls, I'm in. If it's 2 days, if it's a day, like I'm ready to go.
Can you talk to me a little bit about your opponent? What were your thoughts when you got him?
I didn't know who the guy was, old Taylor Johnson. I looked him up. I heard about him, and he's basically like me from an alternate dimension, kind of. He's another Sanchez. He's a wrestler. We wrestled. We're both champs in the same division in college, the same weight class. Personality. Well, I even looked his interview up, and he's kind of like me. He's kind of like I don't know, soft-spoken, country dude, a little philosophical, and he's tough, man. He's a tough guy. He's got good power, but I think he's me, but I'm a better version of him. The same person, just better. That's how I feel about it, honestly.
Do you, because of the wrestling background, do you kind of expect a wrestling fight, or because of the point system, are you expecting him to go in there and kind of go for a knockout?
I think he really believes in his power. He's got a big overhand right, and he's finished his last opponent with it, and the guy before it he's dropped, and like he knows if he lands that, like it's trouble. And when you believe in your power, that's that's something he's going to go to and he's going to look for. He can wrestle, but I don't think that's his number one plan. I think he knows he's got to catch me with that and finish me. I don't think he can beat me on points.
And knowing that both of you guys don't have any points yet, and you are coming in a little bit late, so there's some points to be had. Is there a little bit of pressure on you to kind of be able to advance?
Yeah, I mean, it would be nice to get a finish. It's one of those things. It'd be nice to get a finish, but it's not something you can force. I've been around a long time, and I know it's unwise to try and force finishes. Like you just fight and just let it take you away, and before you know it, when you're not thinking about the knockout, the guy is just like laying dead in front of you. But if you're trying for it too hard, then you kind of it doesn't happen.
What are your thoughts on the season format?
I'm still trying to figure that out, to be honest. It's a little tricky. It's like, I'm like with the point system, this is all very new to me, So I do like the tournament style. It's interesting spin, with the finishes work and the points and the point system and whatnot. But I don't really look into that too much. All I know is at the end of the road, there's $1 million waiting. And come on, man, come on.
Well, and looking ahead, because this division especially is a little different because of last minute, the last season's champs not in the tournament anymore. So does it feel like it's much more wide open?
Oh
Or do you feel
man.
like there's still somebody there that you're like, that's the guy I have to beat to
Uh,
do this?
no, like yeah, I feel like everyone got popped for Juice, and it's like sweet man. It's like some of the best guys, like the former champ Wilkinson, and Santos. These are big names. I think Shoeface is still in it. No,
No,
he
he
went.
hasn't this
He's.
season.
I feel like it's an open road, man. I think I can take it. So that's cool. I'm like, I mean, at the same time, it would be cool to fight those guys because they are the best, and like, I don't want any shortcuts, but I'll take what I can get.
And you mentioned that you had considered retirement when you weren't able to find fights. Now that you're here and you're looking ahead of this tournament and potentially next season, is retirement put away, or is that
Yeah,
something
no, I'm all in. I'm all in. I'm gonna go and go and go, and as long as I keep winning, and I mean, not necessarily even winning, as long as the gold's still at the end of the rainbow, they're waiting for me, and I believe in it, and I do. I'm gonna keep going.
My last question, I know you have a history with The Ultimate Fighter. I'm curious if
Yeah.
you've watched this season at all yet.
Nah, I don't. I never watched any of that.
Is it too hard to watch?
No, it's not too hard. I just never.
You just don't feel like it.
don't. Yeah, I don't. I'm one of those guys. I don't really watch that much fighting, and definitely not reality TV fighting. So, yeah.
Thank you so much
It's a
for your
good.
time.
Thank you.